Hey Katie, thank you so much for your videos yesterday. You sound freaking fantastic. In such good shape for your audition and just made so much progress just in the last 3 weeks, even though we haven't had, or last 2 weeks, whenever the last time I saw you, even though we haven't had lessons, and hopefully you took some time off for your wrist, but yeah, it helped. Everything is sounding really good. Your scales especially. I don't have anything to say about those. Viati is also sounding really good. You sped it up a little bit, and I think it works really well that way. The tempo in the beginning is still just a tiny bit faster than what you land on. But it's really hard to start that at the exact same tempo. So practice going back and forth between your 16th note section and starting. You don't even need to play very much at all, just maybe like a bar of the 16ths, then go start and play through 4 measures at the beginning. Do that a few times. Oh, and then when you do get to the 16ths, which also sound really good, I think the main thing is still the violin steadiness there, especially as you go low. So practice that at half tempo, holding a really sturdy violin and particularly lifting your violin into the bow, into your bow, so that you get a really good sound on the lower strings, especially the G string. That part's really beautiful. The up bows are very difficult to do decrescendo on, so we need just a little bit more of that decrescendo. Really lighten up the bow and slow down the bow speed there on that up bow. The down bow ones sound great. Oh, don't rush half notes. Where was that? No, not during that. Oh, it was that same section I was just singing. That bottom. Make sure that half note doesn't get cut short, tempo-wise, timing-wise. Now that you're getting faster and faster, you need a little bit less bow on those open A's. Make it a little bit more of a scoopy bow. Oh, and then finally, the tempo's kicked up a bit, but that last run you can really take your time with. Just musically, it makes sense to bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. So I think that'll help the shifts, is just to pull the reins a little bit there. The Mozart sounds so gorgeous. It's really beautiful, really nuanced, very sophisticated bow stuff going on there, and the left hand's doing great too. E flat, you're doing an amazing job staying in that key, playing in tune. I noticed one wrong note. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. At the end of that section, ba-dum, ba-dum. D flat. I think you played a D natural. Then finally Brahms, also making huge progress. I'm sure you know this already, but I'm pretty sure Brahms is our wrist culprit. Just going so high. I think I haven't helped you enough with getting that arm around a little bit more, and so your wrist is having to do all the work with the really high stuff and bend a little bit too much. So we'll talk about that a bit in your lesson on Sunday, just seeing if we can get everything to sort of swing around a little bit more. Actually, before your lesson this weekend, you can just kind of practice doing some swinging like that and keep everything really loose but lined up here, so that you can see, oh, my shoulder joint can really be the guy that's in charge of getting me around the violin there, not the wrist joint. Oh, the 16ths sound really good. I know that at E, I think it's E, is still really tricky, and we'll keep working on that a little bit slower. But before that, they are really good, really consistent. They need just a little more bite from the bow during the rests. Ba-da-da-da-dum, bite. Ba-da-da-da-dum. We need more of a bite to start them off. A little bit of a flatter bow hair. Oh, and again, that whole 16th notes passage at E, Violin is getting a little bit swingy during that as you go across, and that's making it hard for both fingers. So half tempo, steady violin, especially when you go across down a string, lift up your violin so that you're playing into the bow. Oh, and then the doubles rushed a little bit. Those are so hard not to rush. Everybody rushes there. So just pull back a little bit on the tempo there. Oh, and then after that, the dynamics were absolutely gorgeous. Just, you're doing such a beautiful job with the pianos, the kind of sound that you're getting out of your bow. It's really beautiful. The very last line during the syncopations, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hit that fourth finger with a little bit more zingy vibrato. Yeah, that's it. All sounds really good. You are definitely ready for the audition. I'm super proud of you.